Good morning, my friends. It's now the next day, and I sit with the coil. And my brother that gave me this Suffolk engine, he checked my video of part 2 of the Farmall, and he gave me this tip to test a coil. So you take your battery and you put two leads on the positive and negative. That's negative and positive. And then you bring your negative and connect it to the negative of the coil. And then you take a wire, a little wire like this, bend it like that, and you put it into the center so that it make contact there with the center. And then you bring the wire to about a millimeter or so from the negative. So don't touch. You can see there. Let us just make sure it don't touch. Something like that. And then you take your positive and you just touch it on the positive of the coil. And if there jumps a spark from the negative to the center of the coil should be 100%. I just want to make sure that it stays in position there. Okay, let's try it like that. I think there is a gap. Let's try it. And you just touch it. Can you see that jump? Okay, let's make it a little bit farther, just to make sure. Something like that. There is definitely now a gap. And you just touch it. You can see. You just focus. And there's a spark. Okay, so I assume this coil is not burned up. So we've got short on the tractor, and I've got an idea. We will go there now, and then we will do investigations. See you at the tractor. Okay guys, we are back at the tractor, and I think we have success. I opened the mag as well to see if there's nothing short inside from this blue line going to the points, and I removed the points totally, and I keep on getting a dead short. And then I discovered I made a mistake sometime along the line. I put this line coming from the points to the positive side of the coil, and it must be on the negative together with the condenser, and now everything seems to be fine. So I'm going to put everything back together, and we should have fire. Okay, give me time to put everything in its place. Okay guys, sometimes you win a bit and lose a bit. So I put the battery on, everything is back together, and I just give it a crank or two just to see, just for interesting sake. I didn't open fuel or anything because there was fuel and moisture and whatever, or fumes from the previous attempts. I just give it a few turns and then it backfires. So we have fire back at least. So now I need to take off the hood and pull all the plugs and see what is the story. Okay, so we make some progress, but not there yet. Okay guys, Let's pull the plugs one by one and see what we've got inside. Just need the correct plug spanner. Okay guys, here is the 4 plugs. Some of them look a little bit, this one looks dry, but there was 2 that have signs of wetness, but it's more water. So I guess with our first attempt it sucks in some water. So I'm going to crank it a bit to get rid of any water inside. I will set you up so that you can see if anything come out, and then I will clean the plugs. Okay guys, while I'm cranking, here's the 4 cylinders. See if there's any drops of something coming out. Okay, it doesn't look so. Let me just make it smaller. My hands is now full of oil. All the plugs there was not a lot of messy water stuff, at least. So I guess maybe I must just again check for water at the bottom, but I'm happy on the top. I'll look with a torch and see if I can see anything, otherwise we will continue. Okay guys, on number 4 is really clean, and that 3 there is some little dirt on top of the pistons. Nothing watery or oily, it's just dirt. I guess that was sucked in on the previous or start when we start with the Farmall, and we sucked a lot of dirt in. So I'm happy, well, not happy, but there's nothing I can do about that dirt. It must just sort it out itself. What I'm going to do is now ensure that there's not too much oil in or water in, and then we can go proceed for a startup. Okay guys, I think it's time. It's now or never. I think it will start, but I'm going to try it without fuel open or nothing, just like it is, because this morning it backfired and I don't open any fuel or something. So I cleaned the plugs, put it back. So I'm going to connect the battery and swing it and see if it will make something. If not, I will give it fuel. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm going to give it fuel. It's half throttle, half choke. Okay guys, just hang on. I think I'm 100% sure everything is correct. My suspicion is water in the carburetor, and it sit in a position in a jet or in a passage where the fuel can't go through. So I'm going to open the carburetor, because on the bowl, on the bottom side, the fuel come out, but it's not true to say it will go through the carburetor, through all the jets, and where all that dirt sat in the beginning. So I'm 100% sure next time it will start. But this will be a carburetor removal now. So see you again tomorrow at the tractor.